Imagine this, you're playing Minecraft on your computer, then later checking your bank account at an ATM, and later scrolling through an Android app on your phone. What if I told you that all of these games, banking systems, and apps have something in common? That something is called Java. Java is one of the most popular programming languages in the world. And it's powerful because of one magical idea. Write once, run anywhere. That means a program written in Java can run on different devices, computers, phones, or even smart appliances, without being rewritten. Today, we will dive into Java expressions and operators, the basic building blocks that let us calculate, compare, and make decisions inside our programs. And don't worry, I'll make sure we have fun with the examples and quick challenges along the way. I am Kirin Leona Laksamana, a QCian at Quezon City University. As a Bachelor in Science and Information Systems student, I will show you what Java really is like.
Now, what we will tackle about Java is their operators and expressions. By the end, you will know how to use them in programming and see how Java is applied in the real world. In our learning outcomes, here's what we will achieve today. Number 1, learn what is Java and its variables, expressions, and its operators. Number 2, identify and demonstrate the use of different Java operators. Use Java expressions in programming, and last, application of Java in the modern world. Now, as I said earlier, Java is one of the most popular programming languages in the world. In this definition, Java is a programming language and platform used to create applications that can run on different types of computers and devices. In simple terms, Java let us create applications that can run on different devices like phones, computers, and even on ATMs. The motto here is always write once and run anywhere. Here is an example of a Java code. Now, in public class, every Java program starts with a class. Here, the class is called or named Hello World. And public static void main string of arguments, this is the main method, the starting point of every program. How about system.out.println quote hello world? This prints text to the screen. Now, I hope you learned a lot of our starting points of this presentation. But wait, there's more. Now, I will introduce you to Java expressions. What is a Java expression? Now, Java expressions are a combination of variables, literals, identifiers, and operators with common goal of producing a result. So, variable are names of storage locations that hold data. Next, we have it can produce different types of results depending on nature. Expressions are not limited to numbers. The result depends on the type of operation. We have the arithmetic expression that produces a numeric result, relational expression that produces a Boolean result, string expression that produces a text result, and object expression that can return an object reference like new scanner, system.in. Next is computation values, fundamental for a program's tasks, such as basic arithmetic operations. Expressions are used for calculations that programs need to function. These calculations can be as simple as addition or as complex as physics simulations. Next is the assignment of values to declare identifiers to allow us of its parent program, method, or class. Results of expressions are often stored in variables so that they can be reused. This lets the program keep track of values and pass them into methods or classes for further use. Next is the control the flow of execution in a program based on a given directive or purpose. Expressions, especially Boolean ones, are crucial in decision-making and loops. They tell the program which path to take. Now you finally know what Java expressions are, and we can now easily put them in our program. Let us now tackle what Java operators are. Java operators are special symbols used to perform operations on values known as operands in order to return a result. It dictates how the values are produced and computed. In arithmetic operators, it allows you to perform basic math. It uses operators and is used when a program must execute mathematical expressions to come up with a resulting value to be assigned to an identifier. So we have the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the modulo operators. Now this might be the harder part, but if you easily understood this, we could move along. So using increment and decrement is to increase or decrease a value of a variable by 1. It is denoted using the double plus signs for increment and double minus signs for decrement. It has two types of increment operator and also two types of decrement operator. In increment operators, we increase the value by 1. We have the pre-increment, so the value increased first, then used. In the increment operators, we use the double plus signs, then our x, which is the value. In post-increment, the value is used first, then it will increase. Here, we have x first, then the double plus signs. I will show you an example of what I meant about these increment operators. Okay, we will be also using the value of a is equal to 5, then integer b will now be a first, then the double plus. So here, b is assigned 5 first, then a becomes 6. Okay. So in my calculations, this would be 6. Then this, since they input the value first, this will be 5. Let us check first. Okay. In decrement operators, we decrease the value by 1. We have also the pre-decrement. The value decreased first, then used. Post-decrement, the value is used first, then decreased. So we will be using integer a again. Then in integer b, we will be doing the same what we did last time. So let's say in pre-decrement, we will be using the double minus sign first before the value. Now here, the a becomes 4, then a. Then b is assigned 4. So they have the same value because they decreased a and b first. So supposedly this would be the answer. Okay, both are 4 since b decreased the variable by 1 first. But how about in post-decrement? A is assigned first before decreasing. So since a is equal to 5, we will assign the value of b to a first. It will be so the value of b will be 5 and a is equal to 4. There we go. So I hope you learned a lot about the increment and decrement operators. We will now move on to the next slide. Now, in relational operators, it is a comparison between operands and determine the relationship between them. So in integer a is equal to 10. In integer b, it will be 20. Now, if you print this out using a double equal sign to b, this would be false. Let me put this line here. Now, if we use exclamation point not equal to b, then it is true. If we now put a is greater than b, this would be false. Now, how about a is less than b? This would be true, of course. How about we use the A? A is greater than equal to, let's change the B to 10. Then this would be true. And here it will be less than equal to. Let's swap A with B. Then let's put 15. So this will be false. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, so it's false, true, true, then false. Our prediction is correct. So we are at the last part of our types of operators. Lastly, we will be discussing logical operators. Logical operators are used to determine the equality or difference between two or more operands. It is commonly used in conditional statements to control the flow of execution by executing methods that correspond to the value that will be returned by the operation. We will use these operations in our code. So here we input age is equal to 20, and our boolean would be if the user has ID. If it is true, let's put it true, then we will use an if-else statement. Now, if age is greater than equal to 18, and we will use that double ampersand symbol if both statements are true and has an ID, then we will print out system print. You are allowed to enter. Let's think of it as a cinema. Now, if we use else, the else statement, then this would be printed as your entry has been denied. There we go, entry denied. Now let's check if our variables are correct. You are allowed to enter since. Now we already talked about the different types of operators that we can use in our Java program and tried it in Java. Now let us discuss operator precedence. Now, what is operator precedence? It is the set of rules that dictates the order in which operators are performed in an expression, ensuring consistency and preventing ambiguity. Now, let us have an example in our Java and IDE. Now, here, let's print out result using integer, then 10 plus 5, then times, say 2. In here, we will be using the MDIS rule. It stands for multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So in here, in this expression, 5 times 2 will be first because multiplication is on top of the list of MDIS. Then we plus it to 10. But let us check if we print it up. Since 5 times 2 is equal to 10, then plus 10, it is 20. There. Just ln. Let's print the result. Okay, it is 20. See? Now, multiplication has higher precedence than addition. We followed the MDIS rule, so Java evaluates 5 times 2 first, then plus 10 is equal to 20. Now, what if we use the parentheses? Now, we will be following here the PEMDAS rules, which stands for parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Now, if we look at here, we have our operator precedence table. So mostly, these are always starting from left to right. But remember, the higher in the list is equal to the higher precedence it takes. Associativity matters only if the operators have the same precedence. You could base it from the MDIS or PEMDAS or the higher precedence rules of the operators.
In conclusion, Java has proven itself to be one of the most versatile and enduring programming languages in the modern world. It powers mobile apps, cloud computing, banking systems, embedded devices, and even scientific research, making it an invisible force behind much of today's technology. At the heart of this success are the fundamental building blocks of Java itself, the Java expressions and operators. Now, I hope you learned a lot about what Java is, especially how to use its expressions and operators. See you next time in the next video. Thank you for taking the time to explore the applications of Java with me. Once again, I am Kaylee Leon Laksamana, your Bachelor of Science in Information Systems student in Quezon City University. Goodbye and best of luck to all your future journeys with technology. Bye-bye!